This is MC Tone from the 757 Spin Number, the truth. Back to y'all with another video. And today is the NFL predictions, man. For week 3. Week 2, it started off pretty good, man. Week 2 had a lot of great finishes. The Atlanta Falcons game and the Cowboys game was a great game. What a comeback for the Cowboys. Also the Patriots and Seahawks game is always crazy between those two. Cam Newton and Russell Wilson, who looks like he's gonna win the MVP. They tore it up last Sunday night, and Monday night the Raiders definitely proving that. Like I said, the Raiders are a team on the come up. You know, John Gruden and them, they're looking to be playoff contenders, if not Super Bowl contenders. Darren Waller is looking like he's an all-pro tight end, man. That the offense is looking pretty good. The defense still needs to get a little better for the Oakland Raiders. Still needs a true superstar up there. But other than that, the Raiders are definitely the real deal in this. And Drew Brees looks like he's losing it a little bit. But he's 41 years old, and I thought there was going to be a little bit of regression. You know, especially him missing Michael Thomas is very important for that offense, because Michael Thomas is probably the best player on the team. So let me go on with this video. And it's been, like I said, and excuse me, but week 2 was filled with a lot of important injuries. So a lot of teams coming up. A lot of games are hindering on a lot of those injured players not being there, so it might change the outcome. So let me get on with the video. The 49ers versus the Giants. Like I said, these are two teams that have been banged up. Of course, you got Nick Bosa, who's going to be out with the knee injury. You got Jimmy Garoppolo out. They got George Kittle back, but Nick Mullins is the guy. So, and it's Nick Mullins versus Daniel Jones. And this is a defense that's lost. Richard Sherman was out last week, and we're just going to have to see what this 49ers team can put together in terms of defensive unit. Of course, not having Nick Bosa out there is definitely a big loss for them. But this is a well-coached team, especially on offense. So we're going to see, because Kyle Shanahan, I think he improves and enhances the quarterback position. So I think Nick Mullins is going to start, and he's going to do pretty good against the Giants. The Giants missing Saquon Barkley, and that's a huge loss for the Giants. A big loss for the Giants, but I don't think they have enough to beat the 49ers. So I'm going to have to go with the 49ers for the over the Giants. We got Washington versus the Browns. I'm going to take the Browns. I'm going to take the Browns in this one. I think they're going to find their stride. Having that win over the Bengals was just a huge sign of relief for them. The Bengals team didn't have a sack against Baker Mayfield, and hopefully the Browns can keep that up and improve upon that win. As in Washington, they got blown out by Arizona last week. Dwayne Haskins did not look good out there. Hopefully he can have bounce back, but I do got the Browns because the Browns have a better defense, and I'm just wondering, can the Browns don't got a better defense, but the Redskins have a better defense. I know they can get pressure on Baker Mayfield, but I'm just wondering, the slow starts that Washington has had, can they pick it up a little bit in the first half and finish out strong in the second half? So we're gonna have to see what Dwayne Haskins in that offense does. But I do got the Browns over Washington, just because I feel like the Browns offense can look a little bit more, especially when you got a Kareem Hunt and you got a Nick Chubb in the backfield. So we got the Bengals versus the Eagles. I'm going to go with the Eagles. You know, I think they're going to take a lot of pressure off of Carson Wentz. The Bengals team that didn't get a sack last week, they're missing Carlos Dunlap. The secondary is really weak right now. This is a good time for the Eagles to find their rhythm against a bad defensive team and see what they can do. And hopefully they can find some rhythm, because Carson Wentz has not been playing good lately. He's been throwing some bad interceptions. And he's had a terrible start to the season, but I think facing one of the worst teams in the NFL can hopefully find your rhythm and get a hold of this division while you still got a chance. Because if they lose, there's going to be a lot of more questions if Jalen Hurts should be put in the game. So there's big questions on this. I think Joe Burrow, I think he's had a good start of the season. He's definitely what he's been advertised. I think he's going to get better. I like how Zach Taylor has adjusted to put Joe Burrow and situations that he played in LSU in terms of play calling, a lot of 2 tight end sets. So hopefully they can follow up for that, and they had a longer rest period because they played on Thursday night. So we'll see what they do. You got the Raiders versus the Patriots. I got the Patriots on this one. I think the Raiders are a very good team. The Patriots defense, which is shockingly hasn't played good, but the Raiders are going to be out without Henry Ruggs, which is already a big loss, and the defense has not been playing really good for the Raiders. And the Patriots, Cam Newton, like I said, he's proven doubters wrong, haters wrong, that he's definitely still one of the best quarterbacks in the league. Arm is looking strong. He's throwing the ball pretty good. Julian Edelman is definitely stepping up. N'Keal Harry, Bird has been playing good. So we're going to see how this Patriots team bounced back out of Seattle's loss. That doesn't seem like it was a bad loss. It came down to the goal line. Hopefully, Bill Belichick, who's good at adjustments, can the defense can improve as the season goes along. So I do got the Patriots. Chicago versus the Falcons. I got Chicago, man. The defense has been playing good. They're playing to their strengths. The run game is still a little shaky to me. Mitch Trubisky has been playing okay. He hasn't been playing great, but he's been playing okay. The Falcons, they just look so dysfunctional, man. And Julio Jones is like a 50-50 whether he's going to play. I think he's going to play. So it's just interesting, man. The offense is clicking for the Falcons, but the defense gave up a huge lead. I don't care what you say. Scoring 40 points, it should be should be enough for your defense to bring it home for you, and they didn't do it. And that Falcons defense is going to be without AJ Terrell, who got the coronavirus. So it's just going to be interesting, man. That a Falcons team that has not been playing good lately. You got the Rams versus the Bills. I got the Bills on this one. Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs connection has been great. It's been excellent, actually. It's been well advertised. All those draft picks that they gave up has proven off. And Josh Allen, he's looking like one of the MVP candidate, man. And the Bills defense is looking good with Tre'Davious White. The Rams, they had a good 2-0 start season, 2-0 start for the season. Sean McVay, definitely a good head coach. You got Henderson and Malcolm Brown, who's been doing a good job. This Rams defense is looking way better than what it's done under the previous years of Wade Phillips. So hopefully they can keep on improving. But I do got the Bills with a slight edge. The Texans versus the Steelers. I got the Steelers. Like I said, the Steelers have a great schedule. Deshaun Watson, them losing DeAndre Hopkins is so big. Now you realize how big of a loss that a DeAndre Hopkins is. And even though David Johnson hasn't been bad, he's not a DeAndre Hopkins in terms of level of skill and what kind of player position and the impact he has. So it's just that trade is just starting to look more and more terrible as the weeks go by. And Deshaun Watson, the offensive line still hasn't really improved like that. And the Steelers defense is one of the best defenses in the NFL right now. And you got Devin Bush, you got Cameron Hayward, and TJ Watt going crazy all over the field with the Minka Fitzpatrick. Big Ben has played better. He's played good. You know, he's had a long off season, long rest, and the arm looks good. And everything looks good with Big Ben. And also the run game with James Conner and Benny Snell Jr. have been really good. 200-yard games back to back, over 100 yards rushing between those two. So it's pretty good that they're having steady supplies of that run game. And Juju Smith-Schuster, Clay Chase-Poole, and Washington has been playing good. And Johnson, that they definitely have a good receiving core. Never had problems. I do got the Steelers. Titans versus the Vikings, man. I'm gonna take the Titans with a 3-0 start. The Titans, they've been playing really good. Ryan Tannehill and Derrick Henry have been playing good, and they know who they are. Run the football, make timely throws, play to your defense. Mike Vrabel has been, like I say, he's been one of the most underrated coaches in football. He's definitely a good head coach, and this is a great Tennessee Titans team. They're gonna go under the radar for the whole season, I think, like they did last year, until they creep up on the team. I feel like in the playoffs. So I got the Titans over the Vikings. And Kirk Cousins, he's just so pedestrian, man. I think he's a pedestrian quarterback. He's nowhere near a tier 1 quarterback. So it's just been hard for Vikings teams whose defense is not what it used to be, especially at the cornerback's position. And Stephon Diggs trade looks like it's kind of one of those trades that's looking bad. Not bad, but in terms of the production that he gave. But you got the Panthers versus the Chargers. I'm going to take the Panthers on this one. I think the Panthers, they haven't been playing bad, but, you know, I do believe in that the Panthers are going to beat the Chargers. Tyrod Taylor is not going to play. They got Justin Herbert playing, and Justin Herbert, he's been pretty good, man. He's for week 1, he looks pretty good against the Chiefs team, and just being thrown out there with no first team reps. Justin Herbert killed it, so I think he's gonna have a good game. But I do got the Panthers winning this one. even though Christian McCaffrey, another key player that's missing, I do got the Panthers still winning this game. You got the Jets versus the Colts. I got the Colts winning this game. They're just a better team overall. I don't know what to say about the Jets, man. Adam Gase is not that guy. He does not give hope. The Colts are a better team. I think Jonathan Taylor, I think he had a great game last season, the running back. So let's see if he can prove that. Phillip Rivers, just let him make the throws that he has to, bro. Steady dose of the run game. The pass defense in terms of rushing the quarterback has definitely been better with a DeForest Buckner. So we're gonna see how it goes. But we know the Colts are gonna win that game. The Jets are just an awful team, and it just feels like the Adam Gase firing is gonna happen sooner than we think it is. We got the Cowboys versus the Seahawks. I'm gonna take the Cowboys on this one. I think they can upset the Seahawks. But I don't know about the Cowboys because I don't know how they play against a solid football team, especially a solid football team that has probably the MVP candidate and Russell Wilson. I think this is a bigger test than last week because the Falcons team is different from the Seattle Seahawks team, who's constantly been in the playoffs. And I think this is a big thing for Dak Prescott. Can he win against a legitimate playoff team? So that's a big game for the Cowboys. And let's see how they come out and start. Because there's going to be a lot of questions if they lose this game. That the Atlanta Falcons game was just against a bad team. But you got the Lions versus the Cardinals. I got the Cardinals, man. Lions fans, let me ask you this question. When you see Kyler Murray running around, don't you wish you could have that too? Exciting, rejuvenating the franchise. That can be y'all. It's hard to move on from a guy. They think about it. The Cardinals moved on from Josh Rosen. They drafted him in the top 10. So why not do the same with a Matthew Stafford? Even though it wasn't his fault, they lost the first game. Even though he played okay, the second game it was okay. But isn't it time to move on? I think so. So I do think that the Cardinals are going to win this game. And the Cardinals defense has definitely been playing better than what people think. I think the Lions team, they're just, right now, this is an organization that's just, what are y'all doing, man, right now? So I got for the last two games, the Buccaneers versus the Broncos. I got the Buccaneers. Drew Lock is out. They signed Blake Bortles. I think Drake Driscoll is going to start. But honestly, I believe in that the Buccaneers are just a better team. Tom Brady look like he's starting to get the playbook. You got Leonard Fournette, who's been running the ball over 100 yards rushing. So hopefully he can improve upon that game. And I think they need a little bit more of that Leonard Fournette runs. Mike Evans is healthy. Let's see what this team can do when it's fully healthy. You got Gronk, who's still not being utilized to what he can be utilized. But it's just all a matter of time, man, for this team. And watch this team, when it starts to click, you're going to see the full potential of it. Tom Brady, he's still making some of the throws that you would expect the Tom Brady, or a.k.a. the GOAT, to be making. So I do got the Buccaneers over the Broncos. And then you got the Green Bay versus the Saints. I got Green Bay. Like I said, the Michael Thomas loss I don't think that the Saints can overcome that, and I don't think the defense is good as what people think it is. And this is a team that still it's just I think they're just going to regress. I don't see them even probably struggling to make the playoffs. The Green Bay, Aaron Rodgers, he's also another MVP candidate. Been playing really great. Aaron Jones could be named an MVP candidate for what he does for that team. Devontae Adams' loss is definitely big, but I think this is a better Green Bay defense and offense right now that's clicking right now, especially under a second season with Matt LaFleur. So what you think about my predictions? Share, like, comment, subscribe if you like the video. Tone out. Thank you.